Welcome to the Church on a Mission videos this week, and this week we're looking at how do we relate with others, and we're going to start this week in Colossians, the book of Colossians, and in chapter 3. This is actually a letter written by Paul, and in chapter 3 of Colossians from verse 12 Paul writes this: "Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness and patience." So this week we're joined with you, Katrina. Thanks for being with us. I wonder if you want to share a little bit about what this passage means to you. You say it means a lot to you. Share a little bit about that.
Yeah, I really love this passage. In the Message translation, it kind of goes through God's wardrobe. So that's quite a fun message to bring sometimes, because you're talking about all the different clothes you put on.
Yeah.
And then it actually says the basic, the most important thing is love, which is the undergarment. But we won't go there today. But yeah, I really love this. I mean, we're going to talk about kindness, and I think, it's very sort of underrated. It can seem a bit like, kind, but it's a really strong word. But I think just right at the beginning, this shows us how we can be these things. So we want to be these things. And sometimes we think we just try harder and harder to be these things. But actually the only way we can do it is when we know that that's how God treats us. And when we experience that. So it's only when we know that this is our identity. So it begins with, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved. Then we can do these things.
That's great. Yeah, because it's so true. Like that whole thing you were saying about kindness, we often think it's a weak thing, but if God is an all-powerful God and He's kind, then actually you're right. Kindness isn't a weak thing. It's a strength. It's so strength.
And the word kind and the word kindness, really, the background of it is that you're giving people room to be imperfect. And so that's how God treats us all the time, isn't it? And we want that.
Yeah.
And I know I'm perfect, and He's got that kindness, and so then He's saying He wants us to treat other people the same way that He treats us.
Yeah. So you say giving room for people.
Giving room to be imperfect.
That's so
and I'm
good.
like, I want that grace for myself, and I'm grateful that God treats me like that. But am I treating other people like that as well? That kind way. Be kind.
That's
kind
great.
in my words, kind in my actions.
Yeah, I love that. I love the sort of the simplicity of that, but it's actually deeply changing for people. We can be that with other people. It can change dynamics. It can change relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really good. That's great.